Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Over!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gone! Over!
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gordon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
All right, now, lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered. And New York set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Play fake. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
All right, now here we go. Two.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rhino! Black.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
2nd down, Cousins. Pass incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff looking right. Ooh, the juke. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Mayfield now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Cousins. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Always got some breathing room. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now here we go. Oh.
Throwing, Cousins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Murray. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A very solid gain of 27.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they'll run it here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now a give. This is Murray. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A little dump off for Crowell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
We're going. Let's go.
They pitch it out to Murray. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got three. Lucky 50. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break him the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. And
he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
First.
On 3rd down, that's Patterson, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Down to the 25. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 19 and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And a short gain here down to the 22. And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an and the Broncos get there and take him down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
They'll look to throw here. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Rashad Penny. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there with his... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Back there, Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Back to throw here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That is incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Gone! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Back to throw. Being chased, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 70. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper is... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Time for a break. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. And they'll run it here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Set! Blue landed!
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to push his way through. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Over! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That escapes the sack. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Now he's flushed out left. Over the middle, complete. It's Barrett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them with no gain.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you.